Welcome to Modern Church Leader, a short daily show to help you grow your church, be more effective and efficient, and powerful for the kingdom of God.
One of the questions pastors and church staff ask me most often is, what kind of gear do I need? And the answer to that is usually, well, what's your budget? And who do you have that can run the gear? Do you have people that know photo and video? Do you need to train people? Like, where are you at on both scales? The resources, the financial resources, and then the financial resources, and then the personnel. So you've got to have both to do it well. My biggest advice to them is don't bite off more than you can chew. Start with something simple. Even if you put an iPhone on a tripod in the back of the room and stream it to Facebook, for now, if that's what your church can do, start there. If that's your first step and then someone comes along and they're like, I can make that better, give them a couple $100. Help get them a better camera or something. You do not have to start with the highest. Now, I will say this. I heard recently that churches spend more money on toilet paper at their church than they do on technology, especially on online videos like on social media. And while that's funny to think about, it is slightly concerning that we are investing more in paper than we are in getting the message out. And so if a church says, oh, we just don't have the money to invest in that, I would take a hard look. Keep the toilet paper. Let's keep going with the toilet paper. But what if we invested just a little more to advance the message of the gospel further out through great gear? So the gear you need, again, you can start with an iPhone and a tripod. A middle of the road gear might be a $500 camera. You have to have decent audio. And so go to your sound technician and make sure that you can run audio to that camera. Once you start getting nicer cameras, the audio will also increase, the quality of the audio. Having a MacBook or any type of computer probably has video editing software. And what you can do is you can take that video, go into that editing software, and trim the end and the beginning and the end, and you've got something you can deliver online, live stream. I still think using a phone where you can also plug in the audio is good enough to get started. The only thing you're going to have to worry about with a phone is going to be how far away the pastor is or the speaker is. When you have a phone, sometimes a long distance is hard for the lens. Now, there are lenses you can buy, Moment lens. You go to Google Moment iPhone lens. You can get a telephoto lens that would help you a lot when it comes to this, and it's $100 maybe. That would be a great start. So as you increase camera quality, you're going to also want to increase audio quality. Those two things usually go hand in hand. So start with the phone. That sounds crazy, but it might be all you need if you have nothing. Don't be afraid of posting Facebook Live videos of your Sunday services. And then as you start going up is what we call a DSLR. It's a camera that you can buy from Canon or Nikon or Fuji, and you can get some great cameras. And then after that, you're buying a nice lens that can get further away. So if your church is very deep or you don't have a good place to put a camera up front, you can get better lenses. But again, don't forget that audio. Audio is so important to pair with great video. And the great thing about phones is that they, for some reason, have the best quality audio of any camera out there. I don't know how, but the iPhones have unbelievable audio, even as far back as like 2015, 2016. So if you have a recent iPhone, you're going to get great audio in the room you're in. But once you start getting nicer cameras, you got to get better audio. So when it comes to the long distance, when I say long distance, I mean 50 to 100 feet. You're going to want to look at a lens like a 70 to 200 lens that you can put on most any DSLR, which is a nicer camera, and it'll allow you to get that crisp, good look at a further distance. That's really important to think about if your church is a larger church. Now, there are production and TV quality cameras you can start looking into, but then you're looking at maybe having a person on staff to manage all of that. So that comes with even greater resources and greater team and greater responsibility of maintaining the gear. So I would start iPhone, DSLR, and then TV video level production gear. It's also important to try to find a camera that has HDMI out. So then you can go straight out of your camera. Sometimes you might be able to Some cameras might have a USB cable that goes to a computer so you can live stream, but HDMI is in general the best way to get out of your camera so you can get online, so that you can post it immediately. So look for a camera that has that HDMI out. You can talk to a local camera, a video shop, Best Buy, someplace. Tell them what you're trying to do. They can probably point you in the right direction. Go to YouTube or Google. Search best DSLR camera for video at my church. I can almost guarantee you'll find something, but look for that HDMI cable, that HDMI output on that camera. That's a good start.
Thanks for listening. Please review Modern Church Leader on Apple Podcasts and visit our website for more resources at tithe.ly or follow the links in the show notes.